Hello and welcome to your weekly Oracle card reading. My name is Kate and I'm going to be doing your reading today using the Tao Oracle cards. So I'm doing a weekly Oracle card reading, but because today is, well, by the time I post this video it will be Wednesday, so we're kind of halfway through the week. So I'm going to do it anyways. So the first card is going to represent Monday and Tuesday. So the first card is what's already happened. And then the next two cards are just going to give you an overview of the rest of the week and what you can expect. Okay, so I'm just going to start by choosing the cards. Okay. So we've got our three cards there. Okay, so this card that I'm going to turn over is the past, or the very recent past, so the last couple days or so. I'm just going to zoom in, and this is the card of inner truth. So I'll just hold it up so you get a better look. Okay. So the words on this card are the wisdom of the heart, insight, clarity, purity, intuitive knowing, consciousness, and penetrating illusion. So you may have gone into this week with a real sense of receptivity and feeling almost like you had a sense of clarity or insight into your life or into a particular situation. So this is a card of feeling pretty calm and collected and being able to look at certain relationships and situations with a kind of a healthy detachment and an all-knowing ability to be compassionate. So feeling a sense of kind of understanding of other people and compassion. So this is a very powerful card, which suggests a certain sense of wisdom, and it's kind of an emotional wisdom, and being very conscious and not being swayed by a particular illusion. So this is a nice way to start the week. Okay, so the next card, which would be kind of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday-ish, middle of the week, is the corners of the mouth. And the words on this card are nourishment, health, well-being, providing for others, creating balance, and nurturing the body, mind, and spirit. So towards the middle of the week, I think that we're going to be realizing how important it is to have balance in our lives and to kind of bring our attention back to ourselves and realize how important it is to nurture ourselves on a physical level in terms of eating healthy foods and getting out for exercise, and also on a spiritual and emotional level as well, and a mental level. So kind of understanding that all four aspects of our being need to be nourished and paid attention to. So this card is all about self-care and understanding that if we're going to be helpful to those around us, we also need to take care of ourselves first before we can be of help to others. Okay, so this last card is usually going to represent the weekend, so the last couple days of the week, kind of winding up the week. And this card is Darkening of the Light. And so the words on this card are maintain a low profile, look inward first, caution and moderation, difficulties, self-protection, and subdue your brilliance. So this is the kind of card that you might get if you're in a situation where you feel that speaking out and maybe sharing your opinions or your beliefs might in fact be, I don't want to say dangerous, but might not be of help to you at this moment. So this is kind of the card of holding back and being more introverted and not really sharing yourself openly with others as a kind of means of self-protection for the time being. So here's where, if you have a really brilliant idea, you might want to kind of just wait and just kind of keep it to yourself for now and get kind of a better assessment of the situation. And I feel this card really is kind of speaking to work situations and kind of office dynamics and that sort of a thing. and it's just kind of reminding you to kind of stop and go inside and think before you speak, and really share your mind. So kind of not being really impulsive about sharing your various ideas, even if your ideas are really brilliant. So just kind of maintaining a low profile, which is what the card says. So just taking a bit of a recap, I'm just going to zoom out here so we can see all 3 cards. Okay, so one thing I just want to point out is all 3 cards, the figure in each card is female, and she has her eyes closed in every single card, and it's almost in a kind of a meditative sort of a meditative posture. So it's almost like all these cards, the figure in all these cards seem to be very self-aware. They seem to be very meditative, and they seem to be very sort of inward directed, so paying attention to inner feelings, and sort of taking that time for self-care and for really going inside and honoring what our feelings are and what our, intuitive hunches are. So that's one thing that I want to point out, is that they all have their eyes closed. So I think this week is really a time for going inward. It's not so much a time for really expanding out and doing a lot of maybe a lot of socializing, or a lot of sharing of ideas, or a lot of action. This week is going to be a time of inward reflection and inaction, and kind of rest and really kind of thinking before you speak. Okay, so I'm just going to take these cards down and just do one last card to wrap it up. And this is the card of innocence. So it says, a trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, open-heartedness, simplicity, and the unexpected. So this is just reminding you to always kind of keep that that kind of youthful innocence with you. So to have to be cautious and mature, but to keep your trusting nature, and to keep that sense of wonder and trust in life, and not to let go of that sense of innocence, and to also really honor your originality, and really kind of enjoy things as they come, and take pleasure in the unexpected, and kind of let go of any kind of needs to overplan things, or to control, or to analyze. So it's really a card of really dropping ego, and being able to look at things without that sense of judgment, or without labeling things, and just be able to experience things with that kind of the kind of joy that a child would have, so that certain kind of innocence, and of course really kind of dropping ego and dropping judgment. Okay, so this has been your weekly oracle card reading, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and thanks so much for joining me.